Hey everyone! Today we are talking about one of the most useful, most powerful, and honestly, one of the most important topics in English speaking: how to talk about yourself. Yes, really. It sounds simple, right? But when someone suddenly asks, "Tell me about yourself," many English learners freeze. Their mind goes blank, their heart starts beating fast, they smile nervously and think, "Oh no, where do I start?" And that is completely normal. Talking about yourself is something you need everywhere: in school, university, interviews, meeting new friends, online conversations, speaking tests, and even daily life. People may ask about your name, your family, your hometown, your studies, your dreams, your hobbies, your plans, and your personality. So if you can speak well about yourself, you already have a very strong base in English. But here is the secret. The best way to learn is not by memorizing dry sentences. The best way is to listen to natural conversations, feel the emotion, repeat them aloud, and make them part of your own speaking style. So in this dialogue, you will hear Mark and Rose talking in a warm, expressive, and real way. They will introduce themselves, share personal details, laugh a little, open up, and speak from the heart. As you read, imagine two friendly people meeting and slowly becoming comfortable with each other. Take a deep breath, smile a little, and let's begin.
Hey, hi there. I don't think we've met before. I'm Mark.
Hi, Mark. Nice to meet you. I'm Rose. And no, I don't think we've met either.
Well, now we have. Nice to meet you, Rose.
Nice to meet you too. You seem friendly already.
Thank you. That's a good start, I guess. You seem very kind, too.
Aw, thank you. That's sweet.
Since this is our first time meeting, maybe we should introduce ourselves properly.
Yes, that would be great. Actually, I think introducing yourself is one of the most useful skills in life.
I completely agree. It sounds easy, but for many people, it's not easy at all.
Exactly. Sometimes people know many English words, but when someone says, "Tell me about yourself," suddenly they panic.
That is so true. So, should I go first?
Yes, go ahead. I'm listening.
All right. My name is Mark. My full name is Mark Daniel Brown. I'm 22 years old, and I'm a university student. Right now, I'm studying business administration. I come from a medium-sized town, but at the moment, I live in the city because of my studies. I'm the oldest child in my family, and I have two younger sisters. In my free time, I enjoy reading, taking long walks, listening to music, and learning new things. I'd describe myself as calm, responsible, and curious. Okay, that was my official introduction.
That was actually very good. Clear, confident, and easy to follow. I liked it.
Really? Good. I was trying not to sound too serious.
No, it was nice. Okay, now it's my turn. Whew. My name is Rose. My full name is Rose Elizabeth Carter. I'm 21 years old, and I study English literature at university. I come from a small but beautiful town, and it's surrounded by green hills and farms, so it feels peaceful and calm. Right now, I still live with my parents, and I travel to university during the week. I have one older brother and one younger sister. I love books, writing, quiet places, deep conversations, and nature. If I had to describe myself, I'd say I'm thoughtful, patient, and caring. So, yes, that's me.
That was beautiful. Honestly, it sounded very natural.
Thank you. I'm glad it didn't sound too rehearsed.
Not at all. Actually, you sound like someone who's comfortable speaking about herself. Have you always been like that?
Oh, not at all. Not even close. When I was younger, I was really shy. If a teacher asked me to stand up and introduce myself, I felt my stomach twist. My hands got cold. My heart started racing. I knew my own name, of course, but somehow even saying it in front of people felt difficult.
That is so relatable. I used to feel the same way. In school, whenever I had to introduce myself, I wanted the ground to open and swallow me.
Yes, exactly. That feeling.
I would stand there and say something like, "My name is Mark. I'm 16. I like football." And that was it. Finished. Done. Sit down immediately.
That's so funny because many students do exactly that. They keep it super short because they just want the moment to end.
Yes, because they feel nervous.
True, but I learned something important later. When you talk about yourself, you do not need to sound perfect, you just need to sound real.
Wow. That's a very good sentence.
It's true, though. People don't connect with perfection, they connect with honesty.
That's deep. I like that. So let me ask you something. What does your name mean to you?
That's a lovely question. My name reminds me of softness, beauty, and calmness. My mother chose the name Rose because she loves flowers, especially roses. She told me once that when I was born, she wanted a name that sounded gentle and beautiful. So every time I hear my name, I think of that little story, and it makes me smile.
That's really nice. My name has a family feeling too. Mark is a simple name, but my father liked it because it sounded strong and easy to remember. Also, there was someone in my family with a similar name, so it feels a bit connected to family history.
I love that. Names are small things, but they carry stories, memories, and identity.
Exactly. So, tell me more about your family.
Gladly. My family means a lot to me. There are 5 people in my family: my father, my mother, my older brother, my younger sister, and me. My father works in a bank. He's practical, organized, and the kind of person who likes plans, lists, and structure. He likes things to be clear. My mother is a nurse, and she is one of the kindest people I know. She's gentle, warm, and incredibly strong. She has this calm way of speaking that makes people feel safe. My older brother studied engineering, and now he works full-time. He is serious sometimes, but he can also be very funny when he relaxes. My younger sister is still in school, and honestly, she brings a lot of life into the house. She's cheerful, dramatic, talkative, and full of energy. Sometimes too much energy.
That sounds like a real younger sibling.
Oh yes, definitely. And what about your family?
My family is also made up of 5 people. My father, my mother, my 2 younger sisters, and me. My father is an accountant. He's a quiet man, very serious sometimes, but he's also wise and dependable. He doesn't say too much, but when he speaks, it usually means something. My mother is a teacher, and she has always been one of the biggest sources of support in my life. She's patient, caring, and always encouraging. She believes in me even when I doubt myself. My sisters are younger than me, and they're both full of life. One is in secondary school, and the other is still in primary school. They can be noisy, playful, and sometimes a little annoying, but honestly, the house would feel empty without them.
That's so sweet. I can tell you really love them.
I do. Family can be noisy, messy, and tiring sometimes, but it also gives you a feeling of belonging.
Exactly. That's such a beautiful way to say it. What is your home atmosphere like?
Warm, busy, and full of personality. Some days it's peaceful, some days it's loud, and some days it's both at the same time. We have family dinners whenever we can, and I really love those moments.
Sometimes we talk seriously, sometimes we argue about silly things, and sometimes we laugh so much that nobody can finish eating properly.
That sounds wonderful. Family dinners are special. In my house, everyone has different schedules, so we don't always sit together. But when we do, it feels comforting. Even simple conversations become meaningful.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes the smallest moments become the biggest memories later.
So true. What was your childhood like? My childhood was gentle, simple, and beautiful in many ways. I spent a lot of time reading, drawing, imagining stories, and playing with my siblings. I was not the loudest child in the room. I was more the quiet observer. I noticed little details, the sound of rain on windows, the shape of clouds, the way the afternoon light entered a room, the expressions on people's faces. I think I was always a little dreamy.
That sounds very poetic.
Maybe it does, but yes, I think I've always had that side in me. Books were a huge part of my childhood. They made me feel less alone, and they opened little doors in my mind.
That makes perfect sense, especially since you study literature now. It sounds like your love for stories began very early.
Yes, definitely. And what about you? What kind of child were you?
I think I was curious, active, and full of questions. I grew up in a peaceful neighborhood where children played outside a lot. We rode bicycles, played football, ran around, and stayed outside until sunset. I also asked endless questions. I wanted to know how things worked, why things happened, and what was inside everything. I probably drove my parents crazy sometimes.
That's actually adorable.
I once opened something in the house just because I wanted to understand it, and let's just say my parents were not impressed.
Oh no.
Yeah, curiosity is good, but maybe not always with household objects.
That's such a boy thing to do.
Probably, but I think that curiosity stayed with me. Even now, I still like understanding how systems work, how people think, and how life fits together.
That is a wonderful quality. Curious people keep growing.
I hope so. So, how was school for you?
I was a serious student most of the time. I really liked learning, especially languages, literature, and history. I loved essays, discussions, and reading assignments. But math and I were not best friends.
Fair enough.
I had to work much harder in that subject. But in subjects where I could express ideas, I felt alive. I liked taking notes, organizing my work, and doing projects carefully. I was the kind of student teachers trusted.
You sound very organized.
I tried to be. What kind of student were you?
I was a good student too, but in a different way. I was stronger in logical subjects like math, economics, and anything that involved solving problems. I liked structure. I liked finding answers. But teachers often told me the same thing. Mark, you understand the lesson, but you need to speak more.
Ah, you were the quiet, smart student.
Yes, I think so.
There are many students like that. They understand deeply, but they don't always speak quickly.
Exactly. I needed time, but university helped me. It pushed me to speak more, join group work, present ideas, and interact with people in a more confident way.
University does that. It changes you little by little.
Yes, it teaches much more than subjects. It teaches independence, confidence, time management, and responsibility.
Very true. So tell me, how would you describe your personality?
I'd say I'm responsible, patient, honest, and a little quiet at first. When people first meet me, they may think I'm very reserved, but when I become comfortable, I open up more. I also have a sense of humor, though it takes a little time to come out.
I believe that. You already seem calmer than most people, but also thoughtful.
Thank you. And what about you?
I would say I'm thoughtful, caring, calm, and determined. I listen carefully before I speak. I care about people's feelings, so I try to choose my words gently. At the same time, I'm stronger than I look. If something matters to me deeply, I stay committed to it.
That's impressive. You seem soft, but not weak.
Exactly. Soft and strong can exist together.
That's a powerful sentence.
Thank you.
So, what do you enjoy doing in your free time?
I love reading novels, writing in my journal, walking in quiet places, listening to soft music, and spending time in nature. I also enjoy meaningful conversations, the kind that stay in your mind for a long time after they end.
I love that answer. For me, I enjoy reading, listening to podcasts, walking, thinking about life, and spending quality time with friends or family. I also like documentaries because I enjoy learning through real stories.
That sounds very you. Calm, thoughtful, and curious.
Yes, that's probably me.
So, what is your biggest dream right now?
My biggest dream is to build a life that is stable, meaningful, and honest. Of course, I want a good career, I want financial security too, but more than that, I want peace of mind. I want to become someone my family can be proud of. I want to be useful, dependable, and fulfilled. I don't want success to be only about money. I want it to include purpose and character.
Wow, that is such a mature answer.
Thank you. What about you?
My dream is to build a life filled with language, meaning, and beauty. I would love to become a writer, a teacher, or maybe both. I want to work with words in a way that touches people. I want my work to help others feel something, understand something, or believe in themselves a little more. And honestly, I want a life that feels real, not just impressive from the outside.
That's beautiful. Really beautiful.
Thank you.
You know, this conversation is making me realize something.
What?
Talking about yourself doesn't have to feel awkward. When the questions are natural, the answers come more naturally too.
Yes, exactly. Talking about yourself is not showing off. It is simply sharing your story.
That's it.
And when you speak honestly, people can feel it.
I'm really enjoying this conversation.
Me too. This feels easy now.
It does.
And that's probably the best lesson. Once you relax, your real voice begins to appear.
I couldn't agree more.
That's it for today. If you want to speak English more naturally, don't just watch this lesson once. Oh no. Play it again, listen closely, and repeat with us as many times as you can. That's one of the best ways to master English and introduce yourself just like a native speaker. If you enjoyed this video, and I hope you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And hey, in the comments, introduce yourself in English. I'd absolutely love to read it. See you in the next lesson. Bye for now.